If you are trying to make money with GoHighLevel SaaS, this is absolutely a video you need to watch. I just interviewed my Inner Circle student, Sam, who is absolutely crushing it right now. He got 50 clients in under 8 months. It's educational, inspirational, and hopefully it should get you fired up. So lock in, drop a comment with your favorite part of the video, and I will see you at the end. Sam, what's going on, bro?
What's going on? Happy to be here.
One thing, actually, before we jump in, I just want to say, you have had such good success in such a short amount of time. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to jump on this interview with you. You've been crushing it. So
Thank you.
Before we jump into it, could you give us just a little bit of a background on yourself?
Definitely. So I am a graduate of Providence College. I am from Boston, Massachusetts. So I know everyone in, I guess, that local area is familiar with Providence. I got into this business because literally I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw a video of you and I'm like, oh, this is pretty interesting. And at the time, I was a biology major in college and I was a business innovation minor. So I've always loved, my major as biology. I was originally looking to get into orthopedics as well. Always had that great science background, but then I have this business innovation minor where I was getting into the fields of, just business management, marketing. I saw a lot of the video stuff that you were doing of how, this, SaaS industry can really implicate into every sort of business. And I love talking. I love connecting with people. I love helping people and, helping other people grow, allowing myself to grow. So this really intrigued me. So I reached out to you and I guess now here we are.
Yeah. Here we are. So, okay. So you had a little bit of a background in business kind of before you got in. Had you ever tried any other business models? Is this the first one that you really tried, or have you tried other stuff before?
No. So this is I would say this is truly the first one that I really tried. I mean, I would say in high school, and throughout a little bit of college, a lot of my summer jobs were landscaping and construction, and I did have a couple my own personal accounts that way, but no, this is my first full on, personal business that I've grown this past 8 months.
Awesome. Yeah, you've done exceptionally well over the past 8 months, but
Thank you.
can you walk us through how it all started when you first started SaaS? I guess, after you graduated and when you were first getting into it. Can you walk us through how it all got started?
Definitely. So I saw the video I saw the video of you actually. I believe it was around this time last year, probably a little early because I've only been doing it for a couple months. I gave you a call and I was like, all right, because I know we connected directly. I actually remember the phone call that we had and I was like, oh, it's actually you. You really picked up the phone. This is so cool. I thought I was going to get a representative. And then at the time, I was also still in school a little bit. I was still taking classes at Providence. So I was doing it a little bit at the same time, which was, really cool. And then I was working with you. You were a, fantastic mentor and getting me set up on the back end system, meeting with my brother and I, because we are, we're in this together. He's actually still down at school there, but he's been a great asset to me in, our growing business together. And then just from there, it's connecting with you, asking you questions really early on. You've been fantastic. The, little community that we have as well is fantastic for, learning from other people. But I really I hit the books hard, if that makes sense. I was doing actually a lot of Alex Hormozi videos, learning how to sell, learning how to manage people, learning how to overall just create a good product that helps people. So I can be a valuable asset to them. So just connecting with you right away, you being, so on board and ready to help in those, first couple weeks. And then of course you get what you put in. So, of course, long hours of studying, back end work. And then the more you put in, the more it pays off. So it's been a fantastic journey so far.
100%. I'm glad you brought that up because so many people think they think that they're gonna find some get rich quick scheme that's just going to literally spawn money in their bank account or just whatever, or just be super easy and like they can just kind of sit back, relax, and the money will just flow in, which is not the case at all. It takes a lot of hard work. With any business you're gonna run, so many people online are talking about like, oh yeah, this is you can make your first 10K per month in your first month, and all this just crazy nonsense. That's not even none of that is true. It all takes the hard work, and just the work on the leg work on the back end, and also like kind of doing your own due diligence, which you were just explaining how you were a big reader, and I know you mentioned that to me the other day, and you took initiative to like go absorb other content from other people, other books, videos, and everything like that, which is super super helpful.
I could not have said it better. Like the more you get in, or the more you put in, the more you get.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I know when you got started, one of the things that you kind of utilized, which I'm interested in you kind of explaining for everybody here, because I talk about this too inside the community, is the free trial method or the free website method.
Yes.
Utilizing some sort of free value
Yes.
to get people in. Can you walk us through? Because I know you had a lot of success with that early on. Can you walk
Yes.
us through like how you were able to do that?
Definitely. So this is a tactic that I read. I think again, like Alex Ramosi, I think he actually said this. Of he goes like, give your customer or give the client an offer so good that they feel like dumb or silly refusing this offer. So I went in. I was like, okay, what's a pretty simple thing that I can do that I can easily get on board, people can easily connect with, that they know right away, and it's those websites in high level. So I would literally go on Facebook. I would see in like little small group communities. I would scroll through Facebook and I would see an individual posting about their business. I would make sure that they didn't have a website, or maybe their website was really bad and didn't look good, and I would give them a call right away and introduce myself. Hey, I'm Sam Gelso, student from Providence College. I am looking to connect with businesses in the local area to try and help them grow. I'd love to offer you a free website. I would build this website out for you completely for free. You would take a look at it. If you like it, great. We would just get you on a monthly maintenance plan. If you don't like it, then we just appreciate the feedback and thank you for your time. And people aren't going to say no to something that's completely free. Like, again, they're taking maybe 10 minutes out of their day to send me over some information about their company and then look at the website I'm giving them. So right there, when they say yes, and then I present to them a nice looking website, they're already right in, which is, fantastic. And it's a great method to grow with clients. You got to explain the value to them. Okay, like when people are going to be, if for example you have an auto body shop, an automotive company, they got no website. If someone's searching for them on Google, the first thing they're going to see is the website to get a little bit more about them. So I'm like, let me do this for you. Let me create this for you. It's going to be completely for free, and then it's just going to be a nice way for your potential customers to see what you do. And then I create the site for them. They love it, and then we can grow together with other automations in the high level software, other marketing tactics that I do. So, for some clients, I'm now doing like their social media posts and things like that. So it's a great way to give them an offer that works fantastic for them, and just to get your foot in the door of getting a resume of clients that can trust you, if that makes sense.
Exactly. No, 100%. You said it perfectly. Like it is the best foot in the door tactic that you can use, especially if you're just starting out, because you don't need any previous history, previous experience, previous like testimonials or anything. You can go in there, offer them a really nice piece of free value, like a free website.
Yep.
And then once you get them in, you can offer a low ticket monthly subscription. You can upsell them into a ton of other things. So it's so effective. And I tell people to do this all the time because it's working so well right now. And I know you started out kind of doing that, and then you started, getting a lot of other clients for like you were just explaining the marketing packages and all this other stuff. Right now, over the past couple months, where have you been able to scale your agency to?
Yeah, so I mean, I would say so just getting the most important thing for sure is, building a client community that trusts you and that you provide, value to, if that makes sense. My number one thing is I always tell this to, everybody that I work with, like I want to, help you grow and I want to take away the stress of like your business so you can continue to deliver, your five-star services. So that's like my overall goal of just once you show the value that you can provide to them and they trust you and you're providing results for them, it's super, super easy to, be like, hey, like we're growing together. This website has brought in this many customers. Let's take it to the next level. And as long as you care and you truly care about the client's success, and everything will work out and do well. But for me in these past 8 months, I've grown from, 0 clients to right now I'm at 50 plus clients, which is fantastic. And I love working with each and every one of them. They've been, all fantastic. It's all about, again, providing that value where they feel trust in you and a valued customer of yours. So that's my biggest goal. And that's why that's why I believe that we've been successful, thus far and will continue to be successful.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about providing like just a really good service. And when you provide a really, really good service, your business can kind of grow like on its
Exactly.
own.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've gotten a lot of referrals because you're providing a really,
Yes.
really good
Yes.
service to your clients. I'm sure you've gotten a ton of people because once they see what you're providing to them, once they see the service and they get to experience it, they're like, this is great.
Exactly.
I want to upgrade to the next level. And then
Yep.
also they're like, let me tell my friends. I have a couple friends that could benefit from this. Let me just refer them over. And because this is a great service.
Yes. Like you said, like referrals are, be in the early days where, no one knows who you are those first couple months, like you're really, hitting the cold outreach,
Yeah.
calls, emails. But the majority of my clients in these past couple months have all been referrals because business owners are friends with other business owners. And if you provide good work for them and good services for them, they're going to tell, like you said, they are going to tell all their friends about you. And it's a snowball effect, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I talk about that all the time. Referrals are just like one of the best ways because they're great clients too. They already kind
Exactly.
of they're
Yeah.
warmed up to you already, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. Um, and that just blows my mind that you've been able to get 50 clients
Yeah.
within the past couple months, which is just insane. So what are you doing from like on an MRR standpoint,
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean MRR? Like,
like the monthly recurring revenue?
yeah. So we started started at obviously 0, quickly grew to 3 figures, then 4 figures. And, I believe in the next month, we will be at that 5 figure range, which is going to be great. And there's a lot of clients on the, like incoming clients, I guess, if that makes sense, that
Yeah.
have committed. We haven't signed or they've committed to working with us. We haven't signed them just yet because we're still doing that upfront work with them. But we'll quickly be, before summer, in the 5 figure plus range, which is awesome.
Dude, that is sick.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. That is
Thank
just
you.
super
Thank you.
awesome. Because I know how it feels to hit that like for the first time, like from your own business. It feels
Yes.
unreal. And
It's so cool. It's so cool.
dude,
Yeah.
it's awesome. Um,
It's so cool.
so I guess that kind of leads me into my next question. So like when you were first starting, how do you think the community and the inner circle and the support and everything kind of played a role in your success that you've been able to achieve?
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, the community has been great because you can just bounce off ideas, with each other. You definitely at the start, oh, obviously right now too, but you at the start was gigantic because I know like you would get on calls with, my brother and you say text me whenever you want. Like we would text you, we would do meetings late at night. We would do them early in the morning. Like you were always available to, and I'm looking back at like, I have a document of like old notes that I was like, ask Connor. And some of these questions are like, dude, what do you mean? This is like the easiest stuff. And you were like so great at like slowly and clearly explaining everything. And it's a phenomenal community, and two, your guidance has been great and unbelievable. And I'm truly, like I say this before, I'll say it again, like I'm truly grateful for this community and all the help that you've given my brother and I to get to this point of where we're at right now.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And
Yeah.
also, I just want to say thank you for like putting in the work, because there's people that, that think, like we were saying earlier, that think it's just going to be some walk in the park. So thank you for like putting in the effort and the time and all of the hard work on the back end to actually be able to, scale
Definitely.
and
Yeah,
really do it.
like you said, it's not a get rich quick. Like it's no business is. Like if you're trying to build a good business that serves others, then you're gonna want to do it the right way. You want to build that proper foundation so everyone grows together. And as long as I've said it before, I'll say it again. I said it in this interview. Like you get what you put in. So you
Yep.
got to put in those. It's nothing's easy, but I mean, when I look back on where I was, 8 months ago at this point, before I had like even started, or when I just, I guess, started on this journey, I'm shocked. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Dude, that's awesome. Um, and so I have two more questions for you. Second to last one, what's your goal with your SaaS business for the over the next like 6-12 months? Like, what do you want to do with that?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, again, my number one overall goal is to be of service and provide value to the people that I work with, and to continue to provide and to obviously exponentially grow and continue to provide value and help other businesses that I work with make their lives easier and have their personal businesses grow as well. So whatever I can do for them on, the SaaS business side of things to make their life easier, I love doing that. I love hearing, people just be like, this has been so great. Like, you've been great. You've been so attentive. Like, thank you for, this automation that's working really well. My new website that looks super, clean and fresh. The social media marketing campaigns that you've done for me have brought me an immense amount of clients. I love hearing those affirmations. For me personally, I just love to, continue to exponentially grow, to continue to scale my business where I am, helping a variety of people. I'm bringing on, individuals to work with, I'm bringing on individuals to work with my clients. My brother and I, it's just us two right now, but we love to bring on more people to have this grow and expand, and just to help those who need our help, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. And the cool part about that, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people chase the money, but
Yeah,
when you're chasing like helping other people, the money comes as a byproduct. If
exactly.
you just do
Exactly.
your best job possible, provide the best service possible, and really just go after helping other people, the money will come as a byproduct. So that's
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
It's so true. I could not have said it better myself. Yes.
so yeah, like the exponential growth is 100% there. It's already happening. Like
Thank you.
that's how it works. Um, Great. And so the last question I have for you, and I think a good way to end it off would be, do you have like one tip or piece of advice for someone that's just starting out, getting into SaaS, or really any business for that matter, but I guess specifically SaaS? One tip or piece of advice for someone just starting.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great question. And it's don't get discouraged when you start. Don't get down. It's put in that work as soon as you start out, cuz if you don't quit, you cannot fail. Which is, it's I love that motto. Like if you just keep going, keep pushing, it will all work out for you. And it will be unimaginable, if that makes sense. And the number one thing, the best piece of advice I can give someone is to actually, when you are reaching out to an individual, when you're reaching out to a business, this is my most important piece of advice, is to care about the customer. You know, the customer can sense if you're not genuine. You can't, like you said, you can't be in this for, I guess, the money or like the success. It's, I genuinely want to help this person. And if you are going in there and you genuinely want to help them and you genuinely want to see them succeed, then you will succeed, you will grow, and your business will flourish. That's what I've learned so far in this process. If you are genuinely going in to help that individual, all good things will come.
100%. I couldn't have said it better myself. And I think that was a really good piece of advice, a really good tip. And I think that's a great place to end it off there. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Awesome. You too.
I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the video. You just saw Sam went from 0 to 50 clients in under 8 months. Literally anybody can do this. Now, I'm not saying you're going to go from 0 to 50 clients in under 8 months, because that is a lot of clients, and Sam put in a lot of work. But what I am saying, like we talked about in the interview, if you're willing to put in the work and put in the effort, this is something that's totally achievable. Now, if you would like to have help and guidance to get you from point A to point B, I do have my inner circle, which Sam is in. So if you would like to apply for the inner circle to work directly with me and my team, you can fill out the application form below and someone from my team will reach out to you to schedule a call. This is by far the best program to start your own SaaS business. No one has the support. No one has the resources like we do. So definitely check that out below. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.